There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Sony Michel, his first carry. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 40.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They hand off to their big tight end. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go with Michel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
He's taken down.
A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is
and he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately. There.
By number 20, he was brought down by Bud Dupree. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Lions 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, Michel. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Second and 11. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And under the Lions Lions pressure. He's brought down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
The 11-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
16-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Back to throw here. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
It's a gain of
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 10-yard line.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Complete.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
26-yard line.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, and zone.